the live music scene is also slowly, hesitantly emerging from its winter sleep with a new, exhilarating dynamic vitality. Starting this summer, your favorite musicians will perform on big stages at the best music festivals in the United States in New York, Austin, New Orleans, Indio, and more. Along with entertaining event activations, comedy tents, large art installations, and even spa services. Yes, really. So what is the biggest music festival in America? Well, that depends on what you're pursuing, I suppose. Festivals are back and ready to get you dancing in 2023, whether you've been yearning for bass-thumping EDM and the chance to dress up in costume, soulful jazz ensembles and some of the best Southern cuisine around, or big-name headliners behind some of the best pop songs ever recorded. So guys, here are the top 15 festivals in the US. SXSW, Austin, Texas, March 10th to 19th, 2023. The very first SXSW was held in 1987, and since then the festival has grown both in terms of attendance by some counts. 280,000 people attended the 10-day festival in 2019, and in terms of influence, SXSW is the largest money-making event in Austin, and one of the most significant festivals on the entertainment calendar of the country. The festival is divided into SXSW Music, with more than 2,000 bands performing throughout the city. SXSW Comedy, a week of laugh-out-loud lineups featuring established and new talent. SXSW Film, with screenings of anticipated films, discussions and workshops, and the increasingly well-liked SXSW Interactive, with speakers, panels, and a pitch competition called SXSW Accelerator. Big Ears, Knoxville, Tennessee, March 30th to April 2nd, 2023. Big Ears regularly organizes performances of avant-garde indie rock, jazz, metal, and electronic music, in addition to performances of contemporary classical music. Hence the name, which also invites fans to approach music with an open mind. To list genres is almost antithetical to the spirit of the festival, which recognizes no such distinction in its omnivorous bookings. Big Ears transforms the city into a haven for all types of music for 4 days, taking over magnificent music halls, small-scale clubs, and quiet churches that are all perfectly situated and accessible on foot. Coachella, Indio, California, April 14th to 16th and 21st to 23rd, 2023. During each annual Coachella weekend, approximately 100,000 music fans make their way to the Empire Polo Club, whether they are headed for campgrounds, golf resorts, or mid-century modern mansions. Coachella continues to be about the laid-back desert air ecstasy of a well-planned music festival, despite attempts by its custom culinary experiences and hotel party scene to steal the show. Levitation, Austin, Texas, April 28th to 30th, 2023. On this one, there seems to be some misunderstanding over branding. Levitation, formerly known as Austin Psychfest, appears to have shifted its date forward by 6 months to April and once again started calling itself Austin Psychfest. Whatever its official name, this festival, which honors the development of experimental rock and the psychedelic sounds of the 1960s, has established itself as a major player in the Austin festival scene. This long weekend bacchanal is all about musical expression and pushing the boundaries. The acts for 2023 include Oro Y Boy, Kuko, Yves Tumor, Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, The Black Angels, Melody's Echo Chamber, Crumb, and more. Jazz and Heritage Festival, New Orleans, Louisiana, April 28th to May 7th, 2023. Jazz Festival is one of the major music festivals in the nation and has been going strong every year since 1970. A significant lineup of jazz, blues, rock, and roots music draws in close to 500,000 spectators. Jazz Fest consistently features headliners of the Hall of Fame category, unlike most festivals, which are happy to hire the same handful of alt-rock acts that are reuniting and touring. With artists like John Batista, Jill Scott, Robert Plant, and Alison Krauss, Kane Brown, H.E.R., Steve Miller Band, Tedeschi Trucks Band, Gary Clark Jr., Leon Bridges, and Trombone Shorty and Orleans Avenue on the schedule this year, it goes much beyond jazz. Shaky Knees, May 5th to 7th, 2023, Atlanta, Georgia. Rock fans are welcomed by a very broad selection of up-and-coming, trending, and well-known performers when they visit Atlanta Central Park to enjoy more than 60 bands on 4 stages. The Killers, Yeah Yeah Yeahs, Tenacious D, Placebo, and a host of other prominent figures in contemporary music are on display this year. Hangout Music Festival, Gulf Shores, Alabama, May 19th to 21st, 2023. This festival, which is located directly on the Gulf of Mexico's coastline, had the unfortunate misfortune to begin operations during the Deepwater Horizon oil leak in 2010. yet it persevered and expanded to the point that it was purchased by the organization behind Coachella. It is one of the most unusual success stories in the festival industry. The Hangout roster is dominated by upbeat indie, techno, and pop performers who match the beach party atmosphere. The Red Hot Chili Peppers, Flume, SZA, and Calvin Harris are among the performers who are confirmed at this year's festival. Bottle Rock, Napa, California, May 26-28, 2023. It wouldn't be a true wine country event without an abundance of vino, gourmet food, and a mid-fest massage. Seriously. However, Bottle Rock truly distinguishes itself by satisfying both your taste and oral palates, and the array of attractions doesn't let you down. The Smashing Pumpkins, Duran Duran, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Lizzo, Lil Nas X, Post Malone, and many more are among the confirmed performers. Movement. Detroit, Michigan, May 27-29, 2023. The sprawling sensory overload EDM mega raves like Electric Daisy Carnival that come to mind when you hear the term electronic music festival are the antitheses of the Detroit's movement. The Detroit Electronic Music Festival was established in 2000 and is held downtown in the city that gave the world techno. The festival's emphasis is on music rather than spectacle, and its program blends established artists with up-and-coming creatives. Governor's Ball, New York City, June 9-11, 2023. What started off as a few tents scattered around military barracks and abandoned buildings has grown into a traditional festival that stands out among summer performances in NYC. All stages will be nestled in the center of an AstroTurf-lined city field with a 360-degree layout to prevent sound bleed between stages and eliminate long walks for fest-goers. It's the only local festival where you can see top hip-hop artists, buzz bands that are liked by music critics, out-of-left-field pop stars, and yes, dance-commanding EDM rulers. Lizzo, Lil Uzi Vert, Phineas, Odessa, Lil Baby, Lil Nas X, and many other well-known musicians are among the performers on this year's schedule. Bonnaroo, Manchester, Tennessee, June 15-18, 2023. Long running from its remote setting in Tennessee's backcountry and its hedonistic on-site camping to the lineup's slightly hippie-influenced nature and its renowned all-star super jam, Bonnaroo has a reputation for being the quirkiest of the contemporary major music festivals. This year's lineup includes Zed's Dead, Liquid Stranger, Kendrick Lamar, Odessa, Foo Fighters, Pixies, and more. Summerfest, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, June 22nd to 24th, June 29th to July 1st, July 6th to 8th, 2023. When Summerfest revealed around 100 headliners, they were just getting started. There are an astounding 800-plus acts on the list spread across 12 stages across the 3 weekends of the festival. Ellie King, Sheryl Crow, Dave Matthews Band, Imagine Dragons, James Taylor, Zach Bryan, and other performers will be featured. Pitchfork Music Festival, Chicago, Illinois, July 16 to 20th, 2023. Each summer, Chicago's Union Park plays host to a carefully curated lineup of highly acclaimed indie rockers, hip-hop artists, and forward-thinking performers brought by Pitchfork. The festival has maintained its optimum size since its debut in 2006, drawing acceptable crowds of about 20,000 people per day, featuring 3 stages and offering enough space for relaxing in the sun or shade. There is no official word about the acts for 2023. Newport Folk Festival, Newport, Rhode Island, July 28th to 30th, 2023. Newport has been demonstrating the evolving nature of Americana for almost 50 years. It is most remembered as the location where Bob Dylan went electric before being interrupted by irate folk traditionalists. The roster typically includes a significant amount of performers who reflect the traditionalism of the city's past, but it also frequently includes rockers, R&B singers, and electronic performances. There are 2 3-day events this year that include performances, workshops, and storytelling. Lollapalooza, Chicago, Illinois, August 3rd to 6th, 2023. Lollapalooza, which Perry Farrell of Jane's Addiction founded in 1991 as a traveling festival, has called Chicago its permanent home since 2005. Over 100,000 people daily are forced to endure the massive event's extensive use of Grant Park, which necessitates lengthy journeys between stages, pit potties, and beer tents. What was the benefit of your sun-drenched toil? From hip-hop to indie rock and everything in between, a real who's who of major festival performers. Alright guys, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this.